Hi, guys. How are you today? Not much really going on today in the world of housewives. We're just going to talk about Jen Shaw wanting to get her case dismissed. Also going to talk about should we cover Orange County? I mean, I watched it last night. It was okay. It wasn't all that it was supposed to be with Heather Dubrow returning. They were going to talk about update on several cases that we've been talking about. They arrested a suspect in the Clarence Avant case, and they were going to talk about the Jussie Smollet case. It's taken a wild turn, and what happened today in court, how they exposed his drug use, and I'm thinking that might be the reason why he did what he did. I don't know. We'll talk about it. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hey Perry.
Hey, what's up? What's up, family?
Okay, let me put the banner up before I get started. If you haven't already signed up for Perry's Hotline, don't forget to do it. It's area code 702-553-3288. Also, yeah, we'll do that. Perry, such a slow news day. So slow. Like, what are we gonna talk about?
Hey,
Not,
that's not
not
what
much
I'm
to
talking
talk about.
about.
I said
Yeah,
not
no,
much to talk about now, is it?
not really, but
Not especially in the world of housewives. Maybe we'll
right.
start out with let's start out with the Avant case because that's the latest news that just came out.
hmm
Remember yesterday I was talking about Clarence Avant got his house was the victim of a
Burglarized.
home invasion, to put it
hmm
that way. Someone came in and broke the glass, and there was some kind of chaos going on. Anyway, the wife Jacqueline got shot and lost her life. That's terrible, isn't it? And then, but they found the suspect. Let me put his. Did I close it? I just closed it out. They found the suspect. They found him through survey. What do you call? You know how like? Do you ever watch the ID channel, Perry? And
Uh-huh.
they can track you through different cameras on different buildings. There's not a
Oh
word for
yeah,
that, is it?
surveillance cameras just all over. They just keep piecing it.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
found him. They located him in this backyard of a house that he was robbing. He was robbing another house. Okay. And
Wow.
they found him in the backyard nursing a foot because he shot himself in the foot. Let me see if I can get these up. He shot himself in the foot. He deserves this. He shot his dumb self in the foot when trying to rob another home. I can't say I feel sorry for him. It's really ridiculous. I accidentally closed my tab, guys, on accident. So let me go ahead and reopen it. What an idiot.
Yep.
He shouldn't be robbing anything. He has a history of robberies in the past. That's the idiot. Let's see. What was his name? Ariel Maynard. Here's a better picture of him. So that's Jacqueline's house and Clarence's house where the burglary took place. Oh, so sad. That's Jacqueline. That's Clarence. She was 81. He's 90. Here's the idiot that shot himself in the foot. But at the end of the day, he's a murderer,
Right. Why you
suspect
said that
at
right?
this
Yeah.
point. But he was caught red-handed. It matched up with the surveillance tape. He just
It's a
idiot.
damn shame.
It is a damn shame, and it's even worse that somebody lost their life because he wanted to takes away something that somebody else worked hard for. Okay,
hmm
it's not easy. When people see rich people with things, they think, "Oh, they've got it made." Listen, somebody worked for that money.
Yep.
It's not easy, and then here you come. You think you could just take it because you want it. How about getting your sorry ass out there and working for yourself? Okay, it's just bad. It's just bad. Anyway, she lost her life because this idiot robbed himself. But anyway, so they arrested him and then took him to the doctor. You see the handcuffs. They handcuffed him to the chair, and it is what it is. You're going to be facing a long time. You're a repeat felon. You already have a lengthy record, including domestic violence, but lots of robberies and what is it called when you steal cars? I can't. Grand Theft Auto? Isn't that a game?
Yeah.
So there he is. Can't say I feel sorry for him. It is what it is.
Well, no, I don't feel sorry for him. And, you know, you don't took somebody's life. It's one thing to take their property. You don't took somebody's life and you want to no. Nobody's feeling sorry for you at.
Not at all. No. Good luck, you know, in prison because you're going to be there for a long, long time. I mean, you're a repeat offender. You're an idiot. And
I'm just glad they caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, we were talking yesterday. I said there had been a couple robberies going on lately. So I don't think they're connected now. I really don't. But at least they got the Avant suspect. So that's good. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jen Shah. Because this is crazy. This is crazy too. Okay. So remember they came out with the documentary Housewife and the Shaw Shocker. You didn't watch it, Perry. I watched it. It really wasn't anything new that we didn't already know. Jen's a selfish, bad person. They had a couple attorneys on there. They had Dana Wilkie on there again. I don't know. She always puts a bad taste in my mouth. But I didn't think it was that good, the documentary. It was okay. They talked about her facing racism when she was younger. So what? I don't care. You're a thief. They talked about, you know, how hard it was for her, and they showed her transformation from plastic surgery, stuff like that. Nobody cares. Jen Shah is toast. Okay. So, but she filed her people, attorneys, filed a motion today to have the case dismissed because of the documentary. And they're saying that in the documentary, the people that were talking, the attorneys, not Ronald Richards, but there's two other ones, revealed information that the public didn't know. Also, by doing this documentary, it taints the future jury because everybody's going to know about it. And you come in with, what's it called? Your own feelings. I don't know what the correct word is.
I mean, yeah, you come in. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but okay. So in theory, it sounds like it might work because you know you are prejudiced. What is it? It's a word, you guys. Exposing the future jurors to this information, and you're supposed to be a neutral party. I watched it and it was Snoozeville. It wasn't that good. I didn't think it was good. I must have missed a super chat up here. Sorry if I missed your super chat. Sorry, guys. But let me tell you why it's never going to work. Stuart Smith pled guilty. And in his guilty statements, he said that Jen Shah was the mastermind behind it all. She was well aware of what the lists were meant for. All parties were involved, and he personally exchanged monies with the telemarketers, the people that bought the information. That's pointing at her. Everybody involved, the other people that were previously arrested, they're all pointing the finger at Jen. I don't think this motion is going to work. I don't think they're going to get it kicked out. I think she's on her way to jail. What do you think? Because in theory, in theory, they are.
You know what, though? They probably really hadn't said anything that wasn't already out there in that document.
According to her, they did.
Well, according to her, yeah, I mean, of course she can say that. I mean, most of them will always try to throw something out to try to get it kicked out for whatever reason. But I don't see her being that lucky.
You don't see her being liked?
That lucky.
Oh, yeah, I don't see it's happening. I mean, please. I think Stu did her in. Everybody turned on her. So somebody's got to go down for this. In the way that they got it set up, it's her. So I don't know who. Thank you, LaTanya. Prejudges the jury. Thank you. It really does. That's the word that I'm looking for. So, I just don't think they're going to drop the case. And they've been working on this for years. I don't think they're going to get kicked out on the technicality like that, because these people still have to be reimbursed for their money. Now, if you watch the documentary, they said they will get some money back, but certainly not all of their money back. You still affected other people's lives. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. So, we'll talk about that later. But
wear a damn miniskirt. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, her nasty ass, just so she can go up there with this designer miniskirt, knee-high boots and shit like that. She gonna go and rob the elderly.
Yeah,
that's starting to upset me.
She's really foul, isn't she? Like, what? She's just a materialistic person, selfish, and don't care about others. It's just disgusting. I don't
think about her, and really, I don't know. Not even sure if she cares about the husband that much.
Harry,
I'm just saying.
Why are you saying this? Why are you saying this?
No, I'm saying for a person like this, though, that robbed from the elderly, you know what I'm saying? He was robbing people, doing this, and then she ain't really out, never really around him because he's gone, and she like attention so much that we don't know where she's sleeping at night.
Perry! Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
Oh my God! Stop! Are you insinuating, Perry? Stop! Are you insinuating, Perry?
The murder said,
Perry,
or one of them said, they gave her an Uber ride. It stopped halfway. She hooked up. I mean, she went somewhere else.
Oh my God!
I'm saying when people went that much into themselves like that, you never know.
She did say that.
When you start first watching the show, you never thought that she, we knew she was fast or looked, attention hungry, but we didn't know she was robbing from the elderly. You probably don't know what else she's doing. Is what I'm saying. Just my opinion.
Well, it kind of makes sense. I mean, yeah.
I mean, she's a boss. I mean, it's how she talks to people that work for her. Just a lot of stuff. Just give me that thing that she thinks she's this head bitch in charge or something. You know what I'm saying? And then this would do anything, really.
Someone says Mary is next. She is next. I think it's at the end of this month. She's going to court for harboring a person under 18. Do you remember this case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary is next. And then with all of those people coming out talking about
the church,
her brainwashing them now. Saying, they're accusing her of being a cult leader. This is crazy. And it's just so much going on. Meredith's annoying voice needs to torture Jen. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. But that's what's going on with Jen Shaw. Wait, we got another one. How did her husband not know what was going on? Ooh, wouldn't Perry wonder where all that money was coming from? She's got a point. Do you think Sharice knew?
And Perry wondered why she got all these damn assistants too. I mean, it's just too much for me. He had to know something. I think he just didn't give a damn.
Damn. Poor Sharif. I think he's a nice guy. I think he is reasonable. But yeah, they're about to face some crazy charges. Let's talk about Jussie Smollett. Oh my God, Jussie. Okay, so let me find the picture of the two brothers. Hold on. It's really crazy. Okay, here. I don't know where that picture went. So, okay, the two brothers, I cannot pronounce their names. It's really bad. Ola, I'm going to say that, took the stand today. That's one of the brothers. He said some very interesting things. Okay, so of course, Jussie. Okay, let me tell you what Jussie's defense is going to be in their opening statements. Jussie's defense is going to be that yes, he knew the brothers, but the brothers befriended him. This is the one that testified today. The brothers befriended him, and with the intentions of beating him up because they are homophobic and they didn't like him because he was gay. So this is how he explains knowing them now. This guy put him on blast today. It's not going to work. The brother said, Abel said, that's his name. They call him OLA. I don't know how to pronounce that, but his real name is Abel. He said that they met Jussie a couple years ago through a mutual friend. That and so also part of Jussie's defense is that these two are bad guys and they're drug dealers that used to sell Jussie drugs. Jussie, I keep saying Jussie, sell Jussie drugs. Okay, so he gets on the stand today and says that yes, they knew him. They used to hang out together and go to bathhouses together. Now, bathhouses is a known place where gay men go. So in a sense, he's saying he's gay. So they used to hang out in bathhouse together with Jussie, and he didn't buy drugs for Jussie, that he purchased drugs. He didn't sell Jussie drugs. He bought drugs with Jussie, as in they were both doing it. And he said the drugs were cocaine, ecstasy, and weed. And that Jussie hired them, the brothers, to beat him up, to pay he paid them $3,500 together. And he did it because Jussie was upset because he felt like he wasn't getting paid enough and that he wasn't getting enough recognition and attention. Okay. And that Jussie also wanted them to do it in this certain spot because there was a camera there. Mm-hmm. But the camera ended up not taping the fight because it was pointed at a different direction. Okay. And so also Jussie got upset when he found out that it didn't tape. They don't have anything footage on tape when the police was talking to him. He also said Jussie put the noose around his own neck and tightened it up. And I hope I got it all in. Okay. He also said, now Jussie said that he had a hate letter mailed to him and that the people on the set talking about the main guy didn't pay it any mind. He says that Jussie mailed himself this letter to the studio. It's crazy, okay? It's really crazy. So Jussie basically set the whole thing up for attention and that he wanted money. Mm-hmm. But people are saying that him admitting to just doing drugs with Jussie will make him look bad and make people question his credibility, because whether you gave it to him, did it with him, you're basically in the drug world. And some people said it made him look like a drug dealer. Here's the news. And the police said that when they first arrested Jussie, the noose wasn't that tight around his neck. And then later on, it tightened around his neck. So they're saying he actually tightened it talking to the cops. This is crazy. Isn't it crazy? Yeah. What else? Let me make sure I got it all. Oh, and Jussie's saying also that the reason that he said that the two guys were white is because he appeared to be white. And so Jussie's side is saying that, now get this, let me make this bigger so you can see it. It's very well that Jussie could have mistaken them for white people because they have dressed in whiteface before.
Come on. Jussie,
this is their evidence, huh?
No, that just don't make no damn sense.
It's so ridiculous. What do you think? Do you think it's going to work?
I don't think so. No. I mean, really, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, because you could say that other guy lost credibility, but so did Jussie. Both sides. I mean, where is the credibility anywhere on this thing? But just because a guy smoked weed and did all this, don't mean he lying. about what actually happened.
Well, there's no proof that Jussie mailed those letters himself. There's no proof for that.
No.
Also, you do have evidence he's in whiteface. It's so ridiculous.
Right.
Maybe because Jussie's saying they were dressed in disguise when they attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
But where he loses credibility is he's trying to say this is a hate crime. Abel must be gay if they're going around the bathhouses, and supposedly in the bathhouses they fondled themselves and made out with other men. Crazy.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like, he gonna show this to somebody and then expect somebody to think, oh well, I thought he was actually white. No, do you see my point?
There is no way you could think he's white. It's just
no, I mean, like let's keep it real.
On drugs, because this story makes no sense. If I seen him, I still wouldn't mistake him for the white person. This is Jussie's attorney that said that stupid.
And I'm sure that at some point they had to speak to him or say something.
Yeah, because he said, he said that when they beat him up, they said to him, "This is what happens in mega country."
Okay, right. So even if he did business, whether he brought drugs from them or they purchased it from him, he would have noticed their voices.
You're right. Yeah.
I just think that he's called and he's still lying.
Yeah.
Just come clean.
Yeah. Come on, Jussie. This is not going to work. Most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. Come clean, apologize, and get this over with.
And he must think really damn stupid.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Let's talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County. The whole show was basically about Shannon Beador telling the Emily and Gina that the new girl tried to sue Heather Dubrow's husband, Terry Dubrow. This is not gonna cut it for me. Do we cover it, Perry? Put in your vote before I start taking votes.
It doesn't even sound interesting.
It was not interesting to me at all whatsoever. I'm not feeling it. Hi, more evidence. Hey, Corey.
What's up, people? How y'all doing?
Hey, guys. You all right?
Hey. What did you want to sound off on today?
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, more
Jussie's going to jail. That defense deserves.
I got to put this back up because it's so ridiculous.
I can't take it. I can't take that picture. Oh
Would you mistaking this person as a white person? No evidence. More evidence. Does this not look like a white person?
Maybe at night? No way. What? Like, out of all, I wonder how much bath salt he was on.
Right, exactly.
Do you think the defense that maybe? Do you think Jussie was on drugs when he concocted? Well, it was a couple days because he had to mail. Do you think he mailed himself the letter?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
People want me to. I can't take you down. Huh?
How much is this defender getting paid? Because they're not worth the price. How is that your defense professionally? Like, how are you in court?
Look what someone said.
That funky daddy. That is so insulting. That is insulting.
I should have put that up there. I'm sorry. It could. I mean, the guy does look like Funky Dineva in real life. Let me show you his regular picture. Oh my God.
I was trying to be nice, Sharrell.
I'm not familiar, so I'll have to.
Well, that's another blogger. He does look like him without the like. Oh my God, look at this, Corey. Doesn't he look like Funky Dineva?
Wait a minute. You're not sharing your screen.
I know. Hold on. Let me put it up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he does. He really does.
Version.
Yeah. He really does. But
He
anyway,
spent that money well. He spent that money that Jussie gave him well. He looks chic there.
he gave him $3,500 according to Abel, if you were to believe him. And I do, by the way, that he gave him $3,500 to mess up his career, and you had to split the $3,500. So,
Dang, Jussie.
Corey, what's wrong with Jussie?
He crazy.
Wow.
He crazy. He needs some help. He needs some help. He just needs some help. I have no words. I have no for the first time. I am speechless. Jussie gone jail.
Yes, I didn't think it could get
Jussie.
worse. This was worse than before.
It's gotten worse. It really has. Lee Daniels, that's his name. Let me put this picture up. Also, they want him to reimburse the $130,000 that it took for the investigation. You know, it took people time and money, and a lot of people got involved to find out who these people were. It's absolutely crazy. And this is the picture of him when he was in jail. Do you guys remember when he made the speech crying? So ridiculous.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You need to go back to acting school with that one.
So ridiculous.
Wow.
Anyway, that's the Jussie Smollett case.
What you want? Brendan want to say something real quick. Come on.
Oh, go ahead, Brendan.
Okay, first, Jussie Smollett, he going under the jail.
He's going to jail. It's dumb.
And criminals are born stupid. On this lifetime. Third, you've got to drop the link.
No, the link's there. You just can't find it.
It's not at the top?
It's pinned at the top, I think.
I mean, Amuse, could you mistaken this picture if someone I gotta do it again. I'm so messy. Can you mistaken this person as a white person if you didn't take a hard look at them?
Never, ever. That's just ridiculous. Do you know what I really want to know is, what was he like before? Because how did this man, did he just wake up one day and just become a pathological liar? Like,
I don't know.
How
did this all take place? What do you tell yourself?
I want to speak to people that was in his life, his family, because have people just been covering for him? Or is
Well,
just
he's
something?
a child actor. He's been acting ever since he was a child. I think that's what I remember listening to. Is it Tamara Mowley? She was trying to take up for him, and she said that she's known him forever.
People like him. They say he's a good guy. This makes no sense.
This is why drugs are bad.
Could it be drugs? Could it be drugs?
If that is mental health, something's not going right, because come on, no one is going to think, unless he's probably, maybe it's like an Erica Jane telling tales, Dorita, I don't know, like maybe it's a thing.
I mean, it really doesn't make sense. What do you guys think about Jen Shaw's case? Do you think she can get that kicked out?
No.
I think she might be going to jail with Jussie. So
how about Coach though? We need to speak about Coach, because he must have been fully aware of this. There's no way he didn't know this was
he had divorce papers lined up. He already had it ready to go.
Well, that doesn't mean that he knew about it, but I did hear that he was going to divorce her, but something happened.
Yeah, but how long has she been doing this for? How many years?
Years,
10.
apparently.
Exactly. So he's known, and he was happy for them to go on a television show.
Yeah, he knew something.
So he's just as accountable, really, but just because he's staying quiet.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Freddie.
Hello, how are you?
What's up, Freddie?
Good.
Hey,
Did
Fred.
you watch Orange County last night?
I did watch a bit of it. What I wanted to say first is I just love, because in the UK it's the end of the day, I just love coming on Sharrell's World, talking to everyone. Everyone's so
Right.
lovely. I mean, Orange County was, actually, I can't say the words. It was so rubbish last year, I gave up after 5 episodes.
Yeah.
To be honest, from the bits I've seen, I've not watched it all, so far the only thing I care about is seeing Heather Dubrow's house.
We already seen that episode 1. So
yeah, but that was the bit I wanted to see. That was what I cared about. I'm sorry, no offense, but I don't give a damn about Emily Simpson stuffing her chops with a turkey sandwich in a sauna like we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I mean, it's like, do you think you'd ought?
Well, what do you think about Jen Shah? Can she get the case thrown out?
I mean, well, I spoke to Ronald Richards actually about this. And the thing is what Jen Shah, I believe, tried to claim was that the people in the documentary she was saying were prosecutors when in fact they were detectives. So actually Jen Shah technically has no case. And the fact is that it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, she's been investigated for years and she needs to accept that the FBI and people have exposed her lying ass, quite frankly.
Yeah, really.
I mean, she is one of the most disgraceful human beings I've come across.
Yeah, like what Perry was saying, because it's what she did. You stole money from elderly, people. Yeah,
I mean, she was happy to rob people's grandparents.
Yeah.
And Sheriff Sharif, I don't know. I think he probably did know quite a few aspects of it. I don't think he knew the full extent, but I do think he knew quite a fair amount of probably what was going on.
Let me ask you this, Freddie. If it was a really dark night, do you think I'm so messy? Could this be a white person to you?
I mean, as I said actually in my super chat, that would be like me going out and seeing Luann and mistaking Luann de Lesseps in blackface as a black woman.
It's so ridiculous. Can you believe this is actually a defense? Like, please. And Perry had a point. Let's say you thought that was a white person. It's so ridiculous. When they talk, you could hear their voice. Hey, that sounds like my buddy that I was at the bathhouse with, playing with ourselves.
Exactly.
I don't think it's gonna.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's and his face is more silver. And with Luann, with Luann doing blackface, I'd be like, look, Luann, we know you are sort of a bit like racist anyway, but yes, you sort of are a bit like that. But it's better than hearing your awful singing and your rubbish cabaret. Because
it's so ridiculous, isn't it ridiculous?
Because all I can do as Luann is say the words to what I sing. I can't really sing.
Oh, wow.
If that would have happened to me, let's keep it real.
I'm low budget and can't make up what man I want to go for, and I'll get divorced after a couple of months.
If you ran across that person at midnight or any time, before you assume this person was white, you would assume that you was at a crack house. That's what you would assume. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, people.
I mean, I'm sorry, you'd have to like knock me out or like rip half my brain out to make me think that he was a white guy.
Hi, Sebastian. How are you?
I'm great, and you guys?
Hey, good, thanks.
I gotta show the picture again. It just cracks me up.
Oh, come on, you gonna make me
no, because I can't believe this is a legal defense. Sebastian, if it was dark at night and two people jumped on you, could you easily mistaking him as a white person?
No, absolutely not. First of all, the thing is, when people are jumping you, I don't even think you notice who's jumping you. So, like, where's this defense coming from? The thing is, I'm going to say about Jussie Smollett is that a lot of people believe that Black people have privilege in America because of, like, people are starting to think that people are voting in doing things in the favor of Black people. And
do they really think that?
People are starting to think that because like
What?
victimhood, people are starting to think the weirdest things now. So like if Jussie Smollett gets acquitted, this will validate their thinking, their theories that this is what's happening.
If he gets acquitted, do you think he would get acquitted? You
No,
just seen
he
that
better not
picture?
get acquitted.
It's so
I
ridiculous.
hope he goes to jail because if he does get acquitted, it's just for his name. It's just for his name because if this was any other person who done this, they would have been behind bars already.
Why wouldn't he just pay the money? Sorry, Sebastian.
Oh, I know. Why didn't he just apologize? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
didn't
he's
he?
Jen Shah's assistant if he has to go to prison and then gets released.
See.
What, say it again?
Well, if him and Jen Shah go to prison at the same time, he can be one of Jen's many assistants when they both get released.
It's so ridiculous. Let's say Jussie Smollett, that happened to Chicago, and I think they're trying Jen in New York, right?
Yeah.
No, because this is where the majority of the telemarketing took place.
Yeah, so they're in two different places. I mean, Jen Shah, she's in big trouble.
Do you think she'll still
she's
stay on the
gonna
show?
at least do 20 years.
Did you want me to read some updates on the Jen Shah stuff?
Yeah, go ahead, Freddie.
Okay, so any motions in Lemine proposed jury charges and proposed voir dire are due on or before February the 15th, 2022. Responses to any motions in Lemine are due by March the 1st, 2022. The final pre-trial conference is adjourned to March the 15th, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. And the trial of this action will commence on March the 22nd.
March the 22nd?
Yeah.
That's not a long time. That's kind of around the corner.
What this means is that there is basically it's a courtroom trial, and she'll basically Jen is going to be tried on March the 22nd.
Oh,
and what I read out were the deadlines that relate to that trial.
That's not far away. Sebastian, what did you want to comment on today's stories about?
About Jen Shah. Jen, I feel like Bravo like had a little hint on like they might be having the feds might there's like since like before season 1, like when they were doing casting, I feel like they had a little hint that this person has like investigations on them that are pending through the FBI. And then this is what they used to like make this a whole big storyline, because right now Salt Lake is going to be at the top with the Mary situation, with the Jen Shah situation.
I mean,
I don't think it's going to be at the top, Sebastian.
You don't think so?
No, because it's not. It's not that interesting. Jen, it's just not. Jen wasn't really the mastermind. The mastermind was the drug dealer in New York that sold her the leads. He's the one that flipped and told about Jen, according to the documentary that we saw.
If you look at the talk, I sort of see what you're saying, Corey. But from looking at the court documents and what a bunch of attorneys I've been reading about on Twitter, who are like top Washington, New York, LA lot, are saying that Jen Shah was at the top of this sort of in the pyramid scheme in terms of the frauding. It was Jen who was like the head person, Stu who was basically sort of the assistant responsible for selling the leads to all these people in this pyramid.
Because no one could commit a crime if they didn't have those leads.
Yeah, but she didn't have them at first. She got it.
I don't know how she can get out of it because she never actually.
And as Ronald Richards said, Jen and Stuart were what we would call the hanging fruit, the main people. Yeah. So the people that they arrested in part of this, these were the lower end people. These were the people that Jen and Stuart were selling the leads to. And it was sort of partly through that they were able to find by, taking their laptops and phones, etc., that it was Jen and Stu that were at the top of this pyramid, scamming elderly.
But didn't Ronald Richards say that she could actually get away with it because she didn't act on it? She was just selling the leads. Am I wrong?
No, I never heard that. Did you hear that?
Well, I mean, in New York law, the courts have been very clear that the charges, that if she is found guilty of the charges she's done, they are illegal under whatever state, the New York law.
Oh, okay.
I think Jen is toast. I don't think there's.
I think she's toast.
You think she's
toast?
She's
going to do 20 years.
You think she's going to go to jail for 20 years?
15 or 20. She's not going to get 8. I can tell you that.
I mean, for some reason, I don't see her getting over 10 years, but I think she will get something.
Strategy. Okay,
I think she's going to have to get a job at Shakers when she gets through. I think that's how much.
She don't have a booty.
Emily Baker can break it down for you. Maybe we'll call Emily. What do you guys think? Should we get Emily on the show? Maybe we'll call Emily.
Yeah, maybe it might change my mind to see if it might be the new It show now. I don't think so though, but
did you guys watch RHOSLC? Did you guys watch Real Housewives of Orange County?
I did last.
Okay, Sebastian, what did you think about it? And should we pick it up? What do you think?
I think they were trying to drag that thing. Like, why are you trying to hold back about like that she sued Terry DeBro, that she tried suing Terry DeBro and things like that? But like, then again, I love Heather though. Her house is just so gorgeous. Her lifestyle, she's a New Yorker, so that's why I love her. Her lifestyle is just so great. But I don't think she's gonna have that much problems with Nicole though. I feel like she'll put that behind her.
Oh, I think she did a cease and desist to Nicole.
Oh, Heather DeBro?
Yeah. And I think she did that to her about talking about suing her husband. And she did that to Kelly.
She did it to Kelly. Yeah.
And
Kelly's turned into some kind of stalker with Heather DeBro. She won't leave her alone. She just won't leave her alone.
It's creepy.
Yeah, to be honest, in Orange County, I only really care about Heather DeBro and Shannon Bedore, if I've got to be really honest.
Yeah,
Shannon can go. I'm tired of Shannon.
I love Shannon. She's my favorite.
I like Shannon. She's sorry.
Really
why is Karen? Why
Shannon? Not
she's a Karen.
You call Shannon a Karen?
She is.
No, yeah, Shannon is not. I don't know how you could. She's
Kelly,
too much.
Shannon, and Bronwyn's mother, when Bronwyn was first on, made some anti-Semitic jokes, and they kept doing it. So I don't think they did it so under the breath. Had I not been watching intently, I would not have caught it. Shannon ain't no good. And she's jealous of Heather.
Shannon.
And she's jealous of Heather.
Oh, God.
Because she got the life she wanted. That's the life she wanted.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I like those two, and they are the only two I care about in Orange County.
Orange County's on life support.
I'm glad they finally got their first Black woman.
I'm excited about Miami, though. That's what I'm.
Miami is very interesting. They have like very great people on Miami.
Miami.
I can't wait to see Larsa told that she's low budget. It's about time.
All right.
You are a budget.
I think I got a lot of catching up to do.
Say it again. Brendan.
Brendan. I think I got a lot of catching up to do.
You got a lot of catching up to do? Okay, what story did you What story did you want to sound off on, Brendan?
Well, I already sound off on Jussie Smollet and the criminals. So, Jen Shaw.
Oh, God.
I mean, where do I begin? Let's see. She's a horrible person. She, like Mr. Perry said.
Yeah, facts. All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything else,
Yeah.
Brendan?
Oh no.
Yeah. She's a
I'm
horrible
good.
person.
Thank
She's
you.
going to jail. According to Corey, she's going to jail 20 years. And this case, we all agree, is not getting thrown out. So let's do our last words. Anyone has any last words to say about the Avant case? Do you guys think it's related to PK?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's what happens
he's
when
actually back in London at the moment.
I know. Is he back in London?
I want to find PK and be like, "Oi, PK, why do you think you can be rude to my friend Sharrell and Perry?"
get
I will get an answer.
And we're all on the same page that Jussie
I got
Smollett.
something.
Go ahead.
I got something to say to Jussie Smollett.
Go ahead.
Don't drop the soap.
Oh my God.
We all agree that his case is not strong enough. Jussie's in trouble. Jussie's in trouble.
Yeah.
As
He
far
is
as
in trouble.
He's in trouble. That case did not. It just
Was
doesn't
he-
make sense.
Was he not at the peak
Can I
of
say that
his
on the air?
show at the time?
Yeah. He made everyone lose their jobs. It's just a mess.
Yeah,
All
Disney
right, you
wasn't playing
guys.
that.
Huh?
Disney
Can I
wasn't
say that
playing
on the
that.
air?
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate your calls. It's a slow, isn't it, Freddie?
It's slow. It's slow.
Oh, Housewives is slow, but a lot of people have asked. They really want you to talk about Real Housewives of Miami, Sharrell and Perry. They like a couple of people messaged me and were like, "We want to know Sharrell and Perry's thoughts on Larsa, on Miami." So
I might do an episode or two, but I don't do those apps too well. I don't like the apps.
I just think Larsa, we need to talk. I think she needs to be, we need to talk about how low budget she is.
We might do that then.
That they offered Kathy, Paris' mom, Kathy Hilton, $2 million from a friend of.
You're fading in and out. We can't hear you.
And, Kathy Hilton supposedly $2 million to be a friend of the show.
Ooh.
They gave Kathy $2
Mom, you're
million
fading out.
supposedly to be
You're
the
fading
friend.
out.
Oh, to be a friend of the
That's what Chloe
show.
said.
Oh yes, In Style said that rumor. I personally don't believe it.
I don't believe it
either. Secondly, if she did ask that, there's no way she would get given that.
Yeah,
We don't
I
even
agree.
pay Kyle Richards that. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys. I'm going to try to do another video, even though it's slow.
Thank you. Have a
I
nice
gotta work.
evening.
Thank you.
Thank
Amuse.
you.
Sorry, Mr.
Thank you.
Bye. Comment I made.
Bye, guys. As I said
Bye.
before,
Bye.
bye, Brendan. So that wraps up this video. Not much more to say. I think Jussie's defense was
It's
bad.
whack.
It really was.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I want to thank you for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank everyone in the chat. I appreciate you guys joining in. If I didn't get to your call, I'm very sorry. I'll be back probably in an hour. We'll see. All right, Perry, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.